Alright, so got delivery yesterday of my new pressure washer. No, it's on YouTube. There's no videos of someone like opening this and putting it all together. So I thought I'd do that with my lad Josh, who's doing the videoing. Yeah, first time on YouTube. So this is the box. So inside the box, yeah, it's got all the instructions and everything on the top. Right, so I need my glasses because I'm getting old. Right, so we've got the instructions. So what we'll do first is, look, if you can tell, it's all nicely packed. It came in a good sturdy box, yeah? What we're going to do, we're going to get it all out and then we'll show you the next stage of the video. Right, so we've got it out of the box now. As you can see, what I didn't mention before is it's the TX750i model. Yeah, it doesn't stand for injection or anything super duper like that. What it means, it's there, you get all the extra bits with it. Like you get a reel with, you know, with extra extra high pressure hose, which is that roll there. So in total, that's 20 meters. So in total, you've got 30 meters. You can probably see, I don't know if you're familiar with pressure washers, but you've got a decent brass pump there with this one. Pull starts around this side, obviously fuel tank. But yeah, we're just going to go through the instructions and then we'll see how we go. Right, so the instructions that come with it, they look quite simple at the minute. What we're going to do, we're going to start off with these. These are the axles for the wheels. They're the wheels, big old chunky wheels. They're saying the instructions they're all terrain wheels, but yeah, we'll wait and see. So all these basically do is just push into there. You got a little locating thing underneath, and that clips in. I'll do the other side. Alright, there should be a hole that side, so just a little pushy thing. Click in, lovely. Now what we're going to do, we have to lift it up to put the wheels on. Now I might need Josh's hand for this, so if we pause the video. Right, these are actually the bits for the axles. The bit we put in, which was that bit, whether they're for different wheels or not, but these, as you can tell, are slightly longer. When we use these ones, the wheels did hit the side of the frame, so we've put the longer one in that side already, and we're gonna, all that does, same sort of thing, just slides in there. Put a fixing bolt in there to hold it. Oh, if I can keep hold of it. That just simply screws in there. And then with that one out of the way, the wheel goes on there, quite straightforward, and then there should be an axle nut that goes on the end there. Okay, and then we've just got to tighten that up. So once we've tightened that one up, we'll show you the next stage. Like I said before, because it's the TX750i, you do get this extra reel that goes on the back. And that's the bit we're going to do next. Now it looks pretty straightforward, but then I said that about the other stuff. So what you've got two sides like that, yeah, and then all we're going to do is put that through there. If I can manage that on my own, I'll turn it upside down, see if I can get that in there. Right. It's a wee bit awkward because the clamps are quite tight. But yeah, no, I think it's going to be a two-man job. So Josh, right, so we've managed to get that through there. It's a bit of a struggle. These clips are quite tight, so I had Josh in there just leaving it open with a spanner while I pushed it through. One thing you've got to remember, you've got to get this cable on your left. or as you're looking at it, you're right, because then the handle goes this side. If not, when you turn the handle, you've got chance, you know, you might hit it on the warm exhaust when you're winding your cable back in. And all these are held together by is they've just got a little recess for the nut in there, and then the bolt goes through. I should have mentioned earlier, all the tools do come with it, but they're your normal assembly type tools. They're not the best, tools, so might be worth using your own, you know, screwdrivers and spanners and stuff. What we're going to do, we're going to tighten this up, and then we'll fit it to the machine in a minute. Right, so what I've done for now, I've just put these bolts in, but I'll put them in loose because it doesn't specify what position this got to be in. So all this does to go on here, hopefully, he says all, is that just goes on that side, you push these, one of them either side, you just push them in, slide it down, and that should click into position, which it has. Right, now the next bit, it says to use this bit of a fancy name for this, call it the control panel in the instructions. It's not really, if I can get it out of the bag, it's not really got, there's no wires or anything on there. All it basically does is it's just a nice bit of trim, and it's got your nozzles on there that, like I say, they all come with it. So yeah, so what we're going to do, we just put that in position there, making sure it's the right way up, and then there's 4 bolts that just go through and hold that. So what we'll do, we'll catch back up with you in a minute once we've bolted that back on. Right, so as you can see, we've put the control panel on, which really, like I say, is just it's a storage for your spare nozzles. The reels on the back, we've put the handle on, which you can see that side. It's a little bit stiff, but it's all new at the moment. What we're going to do now, like I say, because this is the 750i model, there's a connection just inside there to put your power hose on that goes onto your reel. So what we've got to do, we've got to get from the pump. Here's the pump, yeah. Like I said before, it's a brass pump. This bit here is where you're going to connect your hose pipe, or if you've got a van set up, you would you'd put your tank, you'd connect to that. It has got some PTFE tape that's supplied with it. I'm going to put some round this joint. It advises you to use this on every joint. Don't know what this the quality of this is going to be. It doesn't feel too bad. But what we'll do, we'll put that round the joint, probably round the valve rather, probably a couple of turns would be okay on that. And then what we'll do, we'll connect this up. One thing it does say in the reviews is be careful, because this is your exhaust, obviously that's going to get hot, yeah. So, but I've worked out if you actually turn it round this way when you plug it in, it just pushes in there and seals, and you tighten this up, it does actually run down here, and it does keep it quite a way away from your exhaust anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, there's the exhaust, this is down here. You know, it's a bit close to the wheel, but there's quite a bit of room there. You would say if you were, yeah, it's not going to get in the way when you move it. You can turn this at whatever angle you want as well when you tighten it. And a lot of these are just hand tight. There's no do you know what I mean? That is just hand tight on there. There's no nuts to tighten up. Well, that's it for that pipe. So the next stage is what we're going to do. We're going to put some more PTFE round this connection, and then we'll join the main pipe on. and hopefully we'll show you that bit in a minute. Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to attach the 20 metre hose onto the reel. It did come with a 20 metre hose and then a 10 metre hose, and there is a connector to join those together if you wish. 20 metres should be enough to do jobs. I've already put some PTFE tape around there. Now the connector, I'm just going to push it in. It's a bit fiddly because I've not got massive hands, but there's not a lot of room to get that in. See, I think that's going in, and then somehow got to screw this on without it getting cross-threaded or whatever. So it's quite flexible. Like I say, if you've got really big hands, I think you're gonna struggle with this, to be really honest. Right, so what I'll do, I'll tighten that up in a minute and then we'll have a look at the hose. Right, now, to say getting the hose on this reel was easy, it wasn't. As you can see, this is the smaller hose, and how tight they've wound it up. As soon as you unravel it, it just kinks. Maybe you guys can find an easier way of doing it. Maybe with a shorter one, what we could have done, or what we should have done with a bigger one rather, is laid it out in the garden in a straight line and then tried to get it on. It's on there. It's not as neat as I would like, but you can see that it's on there. We're going to attach the gun. What we'll do that in a second or two. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to fix the gun now onto the thing. Looking at the gun, it does look like a good quality gun. It says maximum 220 bar on there, or 3,190 psi. So what I've done, I've already put some PTFE tape on the connection. All I'm going to do is basically just screw that, if it goes on, onto there. And then, like I said before, there is these are the type of spanners you're getting with it. They're not brilliant. What I should do afterwards, I'll go back round with a decent spanner and tighten everything up before I use it. It does say in the manual that before you put all this hose on, you're meant to fill it up with oil, fill it up with fuel, get it ready, but we haven't done that. As you can see, we're doing it in the conservatory, so I'm just basically putting it together. Once that is tight, what you do, you just push this over. I'm going to leave that off for now because I'm going to tighten this up with a decent spanner. Together now, got the reel on the back, I've put the lamps on, they've got a quick release thing on the bottom there for the nozzles, which are along the top for different jobs. In our next video, we'll probably try to, we'll get it started and see how it goes. Thank you for watching. I hope it's been a help. Like I say, it's my first time doing a YouTube video, so I've probably done a lot of things wrong, but there you go.